You're listening to the Platte River Bard.
Hello, and welcome to the Platte River Bard. This is Chris Berger.
And I'm Sherry Berger.
And we are here with Christine Reiners. She is an actor. We are also here with Jennifer Orvis. She is a music director and actor of what? White Christmas. We are here at Chanticleer, and it runs from the 12th to the 22nd, and we're going to talk to both of these ladies about it. Hopefully we'll get some brilliant insights.
Yes, welcome.
And my wife will have some awesome questions.
And we are here at Pace, Chanticleer at Pace.
That's right.
Yes, welcome. So tell us about this production.
Yes.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, absolutely.
It is fun and lovely and beautiful and has been an honor working with this cast. I came into this kind of as a first-time director of adults. I worked with students a lot. I was a music director in my former life out of high school.
Okay.
And I really wasn't sure what to expect in stepping to a room full of adults. These adults are gracious and kind and so devoted to creating a beautiful show. And it has, I mean, without getting too cheesy and too personal, it has been truly one of the joys of my life to work with them. And that is not an exaggeration.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, it's been fun.
And this is a special show on top of it, White Christmas.
It is, yeah. When we first stepped into the process, one of the things we talked about was the idea in the show that a life lived in service of others is a life well lived, and that's kind of what happens within the show. Phil is living in service of Bob. You know, he's trying to help Bob find the love of his life. And this beautiful cast is living in service of this innkeeper who is trying to keep his inn afloat. And these soldiers are living in service of General Waverly, you know, trying to help him keep his business alive. So I think that the message of the show and the way we approached it has kind of really lent itself to this beautiful experience.
So this is the era of World War II, yes?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So costumes and music ensue in that era.
Yes,
Yeah.
very much so. It's, as an actor and not being of that era, I'm young. We're going to keep that in. I'm young. Not being of that era, it's fun to run the lines, especially with my daughter. I have a 14-year-old daughter, and so we were reading some of the lines, and we get to the part where the crowd comes to the inn, and as the innkeeper, I play Martha, the innkeeper's concierge, sergeant, whatever you want to call her.
Right.
And we get to that scene, and I'm telling them, all right, there's no snow, I'm sorry, all these things. And the gentleman has to say, well, I'm going to go to San Juan and Saskatchewan, and all these words. So my daughter's helping me run lines, and she goes, well, we're going to go to San Juan and Saskatchewan. She's, I don't like this. So it's just really fun to have her experience that through me, and then also, seeing the rehearsals and kind of getting that take on it too. So
Neat. Maybe she'll learn something that
That's
when they
hilarious.
study World War II in school, she'll have some of the things to take with her with
Yeah.
that.
She will know Saskatchewan when she looks at
Yeah.
she will.
it. She'll be the only kid
will.
in the room that will know it as soon as she looks at it.
That's right. She got it the other day for the first time, and she high-fived me, so I was happy.
That's a huge word.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a huge word.
It is huge.
Don't ask me how to spell it, but I can't pronounce it.
So we have Bing Crosby kind of music, yes, in this, or White
Well,
Christmas.
White Christmas.
Yes.
for
Let me think.
sure.
That is Bing Crosby, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bing Crosby and Danny Kaye were the original
Yes,
Bob and Phil.
that's
Yes.
right, Danny
And
Kaye.
actually, that's a thing that we have challenged the cast and challenged the audience to not recreate the movie that everyone knows.
Right.
For sure.
But to bring a unique vision and kind of even a unique twist to some of the characters. We don't want people to show up expecting to see that movie. We want them to have a fully new, immersive thing happen here. So
I love that.
So I take it there's dancing. I have heard taps
absolutely.
in the hallway. So there must be dancing and some tap dancing.
Is there dancing?
tons of dancing. I personally.
Are you dancing?
No. My character does
I would.
not
I would
dance.
want your role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I get to watch, and I will tell you, Austin, who is the choreographer, I'm in awe of what he has done with these folks. They're
Wish I
all
could
talented
dance,
dancers,
yes.
but just to watch them, I look at them and I'm like, I wish I could do that.
I know. Me too. I
And
wish I could.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not coordinated enough to do
just
it. But
can't.
they're graceful, and they just the taps are even like in sync with each other. And I'm like, oh my God, Austin, how did you do that with multitude of different people and different dance styles and things like that? So it's very impressive, very impressive.
Yeah, when I think back to the audition, because everyone was required to dance a certain sequence, and then he offered a tap extension for those that really wanted to show off their chops.
Yeah.
And there are people that are on stage in the ensemble that are currently tapping for Austin that chose to walk out of that section of the audition after about 10 minutes. So that shows you the miracle he's worked. They weren't confident. They didn't think they could do it. We cast them in the show, and now they are like fully delivering that choreography as if they've been tapping their entire lives. Like, it's been, for me, that's one of the most exciting parts is like Christine, I am not a dancer. So to look up there and see what they're doing and see how flawlessly they're delivering it's been so much fun.
Yeah, it's neat.
See.
So you're rehearsing on a Saturday night. Is that normal?
It is not. We are just so close to open.
Okay.
That
Sure.
we actually, this is kind of a funny story. We told them if last night's rehearsal went really, really well, that we would give them tonight off. And it went really, really well. And when we said, let's take tonight off, they were like, let's work the dance numbers a little more. So they actually asked if they could come in on a night we were giving them off. So
I
yeah,
see.
It's good though.
it's kind of cool. Yeah, is very good. It tells you exactly what I was saying at the beginning.
Yeah.
Just what kind of humans they are. It's been fun.
That's great.
If I ever have to dance, I will always take another rehearsal.
Yes.
Right.
Always. Yes. I'll be there. What time? Okay.
Yep.
I need it. Oh, I need it so bad.
So what are some of the other challenges that you've had with this production that you're overcoming? You have a lot of things happening backstage, a lot of set changes, a lot of transitions you had to work with.
Honestly, for me, from an actor's perspective, obviously Jen has a different take, but this has been one of the easiest, most relaxed, laid-back shows that I've ever experienced. And I credit that to Jen and Tyler and Austin and JC and, all of the people that are involved in that, because they have a way of just relaxing you and, chilling you out and being like, you know what, we're going to redo it, but that's not because it was bad. It's because we want to make sure it's good and that it's better and that it's the best that it can be, but not that it was anything less than amazing. And that is so appreciated. Like, you have no idea. So for me, there has not been any challenges with this other than the fact that I have to belt songs, but other than that, but that's, I knew that getting into it. So for me, it's been an amazing experience.
Yeah, that's great.
And belt them, you do.
I'll probably have to shut off my mic.
Well, and Jennifer, you said that, of course, it's been having done so much high school, now working with primarily adults in the show. What a difference it is. What has been the biggest challenge of going from your students to
Adults.
Yeah.
adults
Wow, that's
who
such a
are
great
not your
question.
students?
I think I expected it to be a little more different than it actually has been. I think people who are musicians need what they need, and it doesn't matter if you're 30 or if you're 16. I came in questioning, will we still need to part shed? Will I still need to plunk through things to help them learn it? I did. It was just on a much shorter timeline, and it didn't take quite as much repetition. I think that's been fun for me because they they learn it so quickly that you can start adding fun things. You can add articulations, you can add dynamics, you can add, sforzandos, things that make it fun and interesting because they learn a little more quickly. But otherwise, it's been surprisingly similar.
Okay. Okay.
And I think personality-wise, you can have a different approach with them, as the person in charge. That's been fun to just be able to be fully ourselves, without having to censor anything.
Yes. And having to be so guarded and
Yes.
all that kind of thing. You don't have to worry about that. And everybody's here to do it as opposed to class.
Right. Yes, and that's a good point too.
Yeah.
Is I think that the tendency to, be a little apologetic, like tonight, we had the band rehearsing for the first time and I ran about 10 minutes late and I was just like, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm eating up your time. They want to be here. They chose to be here.
Yep.
So it's just kind of a different feeling that way.
Yeah, sometimes it's when we're in rehearsal and we look at the time and Tyler's like, okay, well, it's 9:00. We're supposed to be done. Have a good night. For me, I'm like, no, I want to keep going. I don't care if it's 10, 11, or 12 o'clock at night. I want to keep going. I want to get this, and I want to do it to the best of the abilities that we all can do it, which we have been doing. I just don't want to stop because it's so good, and everybody's just so amazing. I know this all sounds like all kumbaya and everything, but this is really true.
Yeah.
It's not like,
Is this your first time with these directors?
It is not.
It is not.
No, it is not. I was Trudy in Steel Magnolias.
Excellent.
Yes, and Tyler did direct that, and then Jen did the stage management for that. So, yes.
And I'm sorry, we didn't say the name of your part in this production, I don't think, at the very beginning.
Yes, I am Martha Watson.
Okay.
That's Watson, not Washington.
Not Washington.
Very good.
That's a line at the show.
So tell us some of the songs other than White Christmas that we're going to hear. Maybe that would be kind of fun. People are going to come for that music.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, the music is a big part.
Other popular ones are definitely Count Your Blessings instead of Sheep. That's a beautiful one and is delivered so well. I Love a Piano is a lot of fun. Blue Skies, really well-known Irving Berlin tune. Help me out, Christine. What am I missing?
Olivia does Love You Didn't Do Right By Me. I don't know if that's the actual title of it,
It
but
is.
my God, you guys need to just come for that. She's so good.
Yeah, she builds a moment, that's for
she
sure.
She really does. And yeah, so that one's a very good song too. And even the general song that everybody knows, the What Do You Do with a General? And then actually my favorite song is the We'll Follow the Old Men. I just like, it's just so sentimental and it has a good beat to it and it's easy for me to sing. So I'm just...
Fun. So are you having live music as well or
We
accompaniment?
are, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we have, let's see, a total of 9 instrumentalists.
Nice.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah,
Great.
we squeezed them into the pit for the first time today, and it was so much fun.
So it's starting to really feel like it's coming
Yes.
together. That's great. Yeah. Sometimes you wonder, is it ever going to come together? And then it somehow seems to. First night can be rough, but
Yes.
in
And
those
night can be
instances.
rough.
But yeah.
First night can be rough.
tomorrow is Tech Sunday, so
Is-
that
is
means
your
we're
Tech
incorporating the lights and the sound and all the
Good.
exciting stuff.
Okay.
So I think when that happens, we'll know this thing is really going to get off the ground.
And good. You've got a few rehearsals in the week too to really solidify things. So
Absolutely.
yeah, I love it when it comes together. It's not fun when it doesn't.
Oh, it's coming.
How are costume changes?
We have not actually gotten into
Do
costumes
you guys have a
yet.
bunch?
Oh, costumes. Probably
There are
tomorrow, huh?
I suppose so.
There's a lot of costumes. So my
suppose
character
so,
personally
yeah.
has 3.
Okay.
I know the character who plays Susan has, I think, 4. She does a quick change,
So,
but
yes.
that she's very nervous about. But I know the general has 2 or 3, and oh my gosh, Bob and Phil probably have
Yeah,
I don't
5 or
even
6,
know.
I think.
Yeah.
I suppose
Yeah.
that's right.
And then the girls, of course,
Yeah.
too. So.
Oh, and you
Yeah,
have-
the costumes.
With all the dance numbers and all, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I don't want to give anything away, but there are, big blue fans.
Oh,
and
there you
with the
go.
feathers.
Yes.
So that's a White Christmas must. So
That sounds great. You have a couple stage managers.
We have one stage
One
manager.
stage manager.
Yes. Her name is JC.
Okay.
She's doing an awesome job. She actually is a connection back to my high school days.
Oh.
She was our stage manager for our shows when she was a student. So
Oh, cool.
she came back and is working with us. And it's so fun to have her back in our lives.
Is this your first experience with White Christmas, or did you do this in your high schools ever?
This is my first experience.
Okay, okay.
I am one of those diehard fans of the movie. I watch it. My funniest story is that many, many years in a row, I forced my father-in-law to watch it because he was less of a fan. So now it's kind of everything has come full circle in that he will be coming and sitting in the theater
There
to
you
watch me
go.
music direct it.
Ah,
There you
So
go.
yeah, I'm a fan of the movie, but have never been involved until now.
Interesting.
I will say, though, there's a fun fact is that this is actually the 70th anniversary of the film.
Yeah.
And it's during our opening time. So I'm like,
Good.
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
How crazy is that?
I know,
it's
that's cool.
it's just, it's so cool that that correlated like that. So 70 years. I just can't believe that.
Christine does our marketing and promotion, and she ties all those fun facts together in the most
Yep.
interesting way.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Is this your first experience with it?
With White Christmas?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Avid fan of the movie. Know all kinds of random facts that nobody really wants to know, but yeah. So it's but definitely my first time in it. So yeah,
The movie. See, Danny Kaye
I know.
is
Yeah.
one of my favorite.
He was great.
yes, he was great.
Amazing. I had a friend of a friend of a friend, basically, got to work with him.
Oh
wow.
It's ridiculous. Yes, it was fight people, and it was on I believe Court Jester when they
sure.
were doing all the fighting, and apparently he had. I don't know whether it was a photographic memory, but it was very close to it. And he would look at things just sort of once or twice, and he had them, so he didn't rehearse.
Wow.
And he was notorious for not rehearsing. And
Really?
even with choreography. He would do it once with the choreographer, and that would be it until they filmed it. And frustrated everyone.
I bet.
And he was perfect every time.
Wow.
He's perfect every time.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And,
did not
and
know that.
they loved him, but they hated him.
Oh, sure. Yeah, for sure. That was, until I got, so my mom used to make me watch White Christmas. We would watch White Christmas and do all the things. But I never really understood the line in Christmas Vacation, the infamous line. Bing Crosby tap dancing with Danny Kaye.
Yeah.
But now it registers with me because it's referencing White Christmas. So I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yes.
Yeah,
Full
yeah,
circle
yeah.
for me. But
Unbelievable.
yeah.
Well, what a fun production
Yeah.
for Christmas.
Yeah, we're
And
excited.
heartfelt as well.
Yes, it's one of those Christmas shows. There's sort of a handful of them that there's a reason why
Yeah.
we keep seeing them and keep doing them, man.
Well, and I think that music and that time and that era is something that we shouldn't forget. So it's really great that you are giving it new life and bringing it.
Yeah,
to the
fun
Omaha area.
songs.
Thank you.
So your director, you said Tyler, is directing
He
it?
is my husband, actually.
Okay.
Hey,
Yes.
Tyler Orvis is the
Tyler
director.
Orvis is the
Yes.
director.
So he actually
Okay.
taught at this same high school that I
Oh.
did. So we've been doing this together for
Oh, how fun.
many, many years.
Yeah.
But it's nice to be back at it. I quit teaching about 10 years ago. And in those 10 years, I really haven't done much musically. So to be invited by the Chanticleer to
Yeah.
step back in and for us to have a chance to partner up again has been such a joy.
Well, and
Yeah.
this is not his first, so
Yeah.
here anyway.
No.
So he's been doing some stuff up here, which is nice.
Well, didn't he have an actual off Broadway or Broadway?
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah. He wrote a show that opened in New York City, like off of Broadway.
Sure.
Recently,
Yeah.
about maybe 2 years
Yes.
ago.
Oh, really?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is
Okay.
fantastic.
It is fantastic. How many people do you have in the cast?
Yeah.
20 total.
20.
So we have 10 ensemble members and 10 characters.
Nice. That's actually really a nice number.
It
Not too
is.
big and not too small.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That's good.
And I think that the publishing company thinks that too because they sent us exactly 20 scripts. So we were like, okay,
Wow.
we did this right, I guess.
Great.
Jeez.
Well, I'm sure it's going to be fantastic. I'm
Yes.
so excited for both of you.
Yes, it's one of those beloved Christmas shows, man.
It is.
It is.
It is. Anything being Crosby and well, even Bob Hope and that whole era is.
Danny Kaye.
And Danny Kaye.
Yeah, don't forget Danny Kaye.
Yeah.
Thank you, ladies, so much.
Yes, it was such a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, break all the legs and Merry Christmas.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
Thank you, thank you. Irving Berlin's White Christmas the Musical in the 70th anniversary year of White Christmas at the Chanticleer Community Theater at Potawatomi Arts, Culture, Entertainment Pace. It starts December 12th and runs through December 22nd. With a dazzling score featuring well-known standards including Blue Skies, I Love Piano, How Deep is the Ocean, and the perennial title song, White Christmas is an uplifting, wholesome musical that will delight audiences of all ages. Tickets are selling fast. Get your tickets now at www.showpass.com/white-christmas-11. That's a lot.
Thank you for listening and supporting the arts in the Platte River area and beyond. Please subscribe to our podcast so you are sure to catch all of our future episodes and join us on social media. See you next time on the Platte River Bard.